I guess I reached out to Jay in December of 2019, and we started corresponding a little bit via email, and he ended up having an opening in July of 2020. So I jumped on that one. It opened up a whole new world and a whole new realm of opportunities, and I've never looked back and have zero regrets. I had no experience coming into this whatsoever. In some ways, I think that's a good thing. You know, you learn Jay's way. The first time I remember firing up my TMX Power Stream, it was just nothing but reds and greens and just things flying everywhere. So in time, that all just seemed to slow down and make so much more sense. It's so much easier for me now to spot stocks, whereas before it was like learning another language. But none of it is difficult. Jay's got a program that's laid out for you step by step. One of the hurdles I had was actually following the rules. You know, I would get antsy. I would make afternoon trades. I would try and force things to happen. And over time, I've really come back to those rules and just have had a big focus on that. You know, there's a lot of times I am a little bit too much on the conservative side. And, but you know, the beauty of it is 20 years from now, I'll still learn new things, you know, and still be able to improve. But in the beginning, I was blown away. In a good way and a bad way. Very pleasantly surprised, but it also tended to kind of get me a little too cocky, you know, where I'm already planning that, oh man, this year I'm going to make X amount of dollars, and next year I'm going to double that, and you know, the year after that I'm going to triple it. And you know, and Jay reminds us all the time that it's not what you make in a day, a week, a month, or really sometimes even a quarter, you know, because there's poor quarters. You know, the summer's slow typically, but you know, it's what you make in a year's time, and it's substantial. I mean, it is it's given me peace of mind in knowing that I have another tool in my toolbox. His recaps really take what you saw that day and just breaks it down to layman's terms. I've learned more in the recaps than I have really anything else. That and time behind the screen, you know, watching the screener, making trades, you know, buying and selling. But keeping your money in the market and for the short term, as short of time span as you can, is very important. In the beginning, I had some of the mistakes that I had made was I would enter a stock, you know, maybe at the wrong point, or miss an SEC file and miss the news, something like that. And then I would be hard-headed about it and say, well, I'm going to hold it over until tomorrow. And then there were some that turned into a week later, 2 weeks later, you know, and some of those stocks, and you just never know, they'll just continue to fall. And you look up and, you know, you've lost 50% of your investment. What's so profound to me is just how predictable, if you follow Jay's outline and you know, and keep your eyes on that screener and go through your checklist, but follow the rules. I didn't do that in the beginning. I was a bit of a cowboy with it, and you know, it took me about 2 months of that, and then I quickly learned, you know, man, this doesn't work. But you know, when you follow the outline that he has clearly written, man, you can't go wrong. But you get out what you put in. I've spent a lot of time, you know, staring at that screen and doing the research and you know, when I say research, I mean, you know, qualifying it back and forth, and it's you just get better and you get faster, and you know, you can spot them quicker. And to me, it's a thrill. Like it's the first thing I do when I walk into my office is fire everything up and start watching pre-market, and I enjoy every minute of it.
Investing in securities involves risk, including the risk of loss. Investors may make or lose money. Past performance is no guarantee of future results, and no one can guarantee what the market is going to do from day to day or minute to minute.